Arnold was on the rink and still in the game. He just didn't stay in our group for the first 2 rounds. And like was waiting for his moment to strike or something. Cause then... Now, if you're new here or just haven't seen the first part for some reason, I'm gonna need you, and yes, you looking back at this video, looking at me right now, I'm gonna need you to go watch the first part right now, and then come back to this video, you feel me, to understand anything that's gonna happen in the video. So then, while me, Turner, and 2 of our friends who were still in this small little group we had during the game were moving in what we thought was a completely unbreakable unit, you feel what I'm saying? The main villain, Arnold, this D1 op, especially for those of you who have seen any of these videos, and he wasn't even my main op, he was Turner's. Anyway, Arnold skated up behind us at like full speed and rammed into all of us, and I dead got sent flying after someone fell onto me, and I flew forward towards the wall doing the little arm thing you do when you lose balance, and I caught myself just in time on the wall. I probably almost died. So then I quickly turned around to see Arnold rolling by Turner and one of our friends who were on the ground, and bro was grinning like a crazy person. So I quickly put together that he was the one who rammed into us, and while I was making my way back over to them, I didn't realize something. They were both in a red zone, which meant if the music stopped at any moment, they were out of this game. This will in turn leave your boy by himself against the big kids and Arnold. And before Turner, our friend, could even get up, the music stopped, and I was just outside of the red zone when the music stopped, so I was fine. But now they were both out, so Turner, our friend, got up and rolled off the court, and Turner obviously didn't look too happy because it was basically, well, not even basically, it was Arnold's fault. And I soon came to know this man could hold a grudge, so he was obviously the one that did that to get revenge for Turner laughing at him or something. And I was now very alone on the rink, and our 4th guy who was also with us, he got out apparently, but I didn't even see him get out. But I did see him catching up to other guys rolling off the court as well. So now my main mission was looking for Arnold. Now, no, I wasn't like planning to get him back or something, you feel me? I was just scared. Scared he was gonna accidentally slam into me at the right moment to get me out or something. So then the music started playing again, and I was moving cautiously, you know, like checking behind me and everything. And then I spotted Arnold, and he was rolling up to Adrian and his group. They were all like skating together, and he was talking to them about who knows what. But he ended up staying next to him the whole rest of that round. And when that round did end, it was down to me, Arnold, Adrian, and 4 of his daycare kids, and they were all sticking close together while I was staying on the edge of the court rolling safely. At the end of this round, the announcer dude got on the thingy and said, "Okay everybody, since there isn't many people left in the game, I'm going to be shrinking the circle that you can go around, and there will be 2 small safe zones you can fit into now, so have fun." And the next thing you know, the music started blasting, and I watched the lights out where we had to be, throwing my whole plan out the window. I couldn't just camp on the edge of the court anymore. This is the only safety I had compared to their safety in numbers. Like, I had to be in this small little circle with a team of 6 basically. So we all started rolling around the circle, and I was dead staring at them as we circled each other. I was moving at like a pace just fast enough to stay out of reach of them. Then I see little bro Arnold like get closer to Adrian and like say something to him, and Adrian like nodded, and I was thinking now like, what the hell is this dude about to do? Like, for all I knew, he was probably coming to slash my kneecaps or something. And then I noticed Arnold sped up and leave the little group and was speeding up trying to catch up to me. Now I had a decision to make quickly. Either I speed up to stay out of his reach and possibly lose my balance in the process and go flying out of bounds and lose, or keep my pace I'm comfortable with and see what Arnold gonna try to do. And bro, I was already having flashbacks to not even 5 minutes earlier where he slammed into us and sent my entire team into the shadow realm. So I picked option 2 and stayed my pace while looking at him get closer and closer to me. Like, yeah, I know I'm a warrior, I was gonna have to stick it out. And then right before Arnold got close enough to me to do anything, the music paused, freaking me out. So I quickly looked around to see if I was safe, and then heard over the speaker, "Can Arnold Thomason come over to the booth area up here real quick?" And then I looked over there to where the announcer dude was, and I saw little bro Turner and one of our teachers next to the announcer dude all looking over at us. And then I looked at Arnold, and bro looked stunned and nervous, which I would be too. Bro just got called out in front of the whole skating rink. I don't think anyone there cared enough to see what was going on besides like me and my daycare, but still though. So Arnold started rolling towards them, and me and Adrian's gang were just standing there. And for me at least, when I say standing, I mean like standing still with skates is impossible, so I was just slowly moving forward. Anyway, the announcer guy hopped back on the thing and said, "Continue your game, kids." And the music abruptly came back on. I was just staring over at the booth as I watched Arnold finally make it over there as our teacher talked to him. And I was like, okay. Turner told the teacher what happened, like how he slammed into us and everything. Now our teacher is giving him a talking to or something, I don't know. And while I was distracted watching interaction, I saw the guy look around over at us and then at his little soundboard thingy and click a button. And my child brain didn't put 4 and 6 together to realize he was pausing the music, and guess who was and wasn't in a red zone? So I roll off the court and get to the first table I see and sit down and take off my skates because I was done with skating for now. I wanted to go to the arcade and get a pizza if I'm being honest. So I started walking back to our table and then saw that there were pizza boxes and most of our kids from our daycare were chilling and eating and everything. So I walked up, got a plate and acquired my food and then sat down next to my friend who got out with Turner so he could give me the facts of what happened, you feel what I'm saying, after they got out. And he explained that Turner didn't say nothing the whole walk over and looked pretty pissed, as he should have been. And then he went straight up to one of our teachers and told her what Arnold did and how it got them out of the game, and now they're all having a talk with the announcer about who knows what. But I didn't really care too much anymore because there's 2 slices of pizza calling my name, you feel me? So I started eating and drinking soda, and then a little later I saw Turner and Arnold and one of our teachers walking back towards our table. And before they got up to it, she turned to both of them and said something, and then she walked away, and then they both looked at each other with their mean faces on and everything, and then walked over to us. And then Turner got his food and sat down. I looked at him and said, bro, what happened? And then he explained what I already inferred. He told on Arnold, and basically when they were talking to the announcer guy, Arnold pleaded his case by saying it was an accident and he slipped accidentally ran into us. And they believed him because we were kids, and it seems pretty reasonable, especially since plenty of kids have slipped and slammed into other people on the skating rink on accident. So Arnold got away with it basically, and Turner was not at all happy about this. It ruined his chances in the game and everything. So then like 10 minutes go by or so, and me, Turner, and one of our friends were now in the arcade area, and we saw Adrian and a bunch of his buddies playing this little basketball game, and we also saw that it had things from the prize corner, like this little slinky, this bouncy ball, and this container of some like slime looking stuff, I don't know. And Turner and our friend also noticed, and they started like walking over to him, and I was confused. I was like, whoa, guys, what are you doing, bro? Like, they big kids or whatever, so I was scared they were gonna press us again. But Turner and our friend just told me to watch, and while Adrian and his friends were distracted playing their game, Turner and little bro walked up slowly and dead took all their prizes that were just sitting there in the open for the taking apparently. And then they both walked over to me quickly and said, let's go. And it was perfect timing too, because I guess one of our teachers came into the arcade area and gathered anyone from our daycare who was in there. So then me, Turner, and gang member walked out of there to doing a little robbery and act like nothing happened. So then a little later we were on the bus chilling. Me and Turner was sitting together, and about halfway through the bus ride, I don't know, I was asleep. Turner wakes me up and points over to the sleeping Arnold in the seat in front of the seat next to us that our bro was sitting in. And I was like, okay. And then Turner said, watch this, and he pulled out the stolen goods and showed me the container of slime like stuff, and then he grinned at me. And I already knew where this was going. Turner was gonna get his get back since Arnold didn't get in trouble at the skating rink. So Turner was taking matters into his own hands, I guess. So he stood up just a little bit so the teachers couldn't see him in the rearview mirror, and he could reach Arnold, and he opened up the container of slime and poured it out all over Arnold's head. And for some reason, Arnold didn't even wake up. Bro didn't even move a muscle. He just stayed asleep. And then Turner quickly got back down into our seat grinning, and I peeked over the seat and looked at the damage. I just see Arnold and how it dead looked like a slime from Minecraft took a dump on little bro's head. So after about like 30-minute bus ride back to the daycare, me and gang all hurried off the bus because yes, the slime was still on Arnold's head, and the kid who was sitting next to him and woke him up didn't even tell him for some reason, because when we were walking back to the building, we all saw it on his head when he got off the bus, and we were all laughing.